Part of our commitment to reducing greenhouse gases is to reduce them by 80% between now and 2050. In New York City, the largest share of greenhouse gases are emitted by buildings. So our focus, one of our early focuses, was on how to reduce greenhouse gases from our buildings, both public buildings and privately owned buildings. We recognized we couldn't do that by ourselves, that we had to have a partnership with developers of real estate, architects, engineers, and scientists. So we created a technical working group of all sectors brought together under the umbrella of our One New York City plan to reduce greenhouse gas emissions for New York, to work together to develop new technologies, to set goals for our city, and ultimately to impose standards that will be applicable to both public and private buildings across our city. Well, I think we've all come to learn that not only are cities increasingly the center of population growth, but they're also the center of greenhouse gas emissions. And in addition, not only are cities important contributors to the challenge, but they're also the ones who are at greatest danger from the effects of climate change. 90% of the world's largest cities are on bodies of water, which means they're at grave danger as climate change manifests itself in sea level rise. So cities have a special obligation because they contribute to the problem, and a special mandate to solve that problem because they're a great threat to it. I also think cities, because they're centers of innovation, going back from the time the first cities were created, and certainly it's true in cities like New York and other cities in C40, are centers of innovation. And if this problem's going to be solved, it's going to take innovations in partnership, in economics, in science and technology, and in public engagement, and that's where cities are at their best. Well, look, first of all, it's an important moment for Paris, and it's an important moment for the world to represent its concern about what's happened in Paris. All of us who manage cities understand, as has been mentioned, the power of what happened in Paris, because in truth, all of us are feeling that kind of danger. So part of it is it's a perfect time for the world to gather in Paris. Secondly, Paris has always been a model for cities all over the world. It's a model in this field because it's actually taken some very important steps. The bicycle program in New York City is in many respects modeled on the program here in Paris. So we learn from other cities, we learn from cities like Paris, and it's important to be here in Paris supporting it now.